Hey guys, let's get right on started with this Ikea hack DIY cherry blossom painting. So it's a goal of mine to go to Japan when the cherry blossoms are in pink bloom. So when I decided to do this project, that was what I had in mind. So first, let me say that I got this when it was on sale. I wasn't even thinking about painting or doing anything with this, but it was on sale for $5, and I thought, okay, how can I transform this canvas into something that I can use? And gesso. If you haven't heard of gesso yet, I am going to tell you about it now. So gesso is what you can use to basically recreate a blank canvas. If you have used the canvas before and you want to if you messed up or decided you just want to do something different with it, gesso is the material that you need. It's basically like a plaster, and it will allow you to recreate a new canvas on top of a previous canvas. And so these IKEA canvases were $5, and I said, okay, I'm going to gesso these, but basically paint over them. Actually, it's not paint, so don't think it's paint. You can't just paint over it. So I decided to cover the previous painting and do my cherry blossoms. And of course, I've never painted cherry blossoms, but hey YouTube, shout out. I'm gonna leave the link to the tutorial that I used to guide me in this one. But guys, as you can see, this is pretty easy and pretty self-explanatory. Basically, I'm just covering this entire canvas with gesso, and I'm gonna let it dry. I actually purchased 2 of these. They're so cheap, $5. You really can't beat that. Just think about it, like if you had to buy a canvas of this size anywhere else, it would be pretty costly. And so to get these for $5 and to DIY them pretty cheaply is probably your best bet. Okay guys, so here I'm basically going in and creating the background for the cherry blossoms, and I'm doing sort of the sky, and I'm using a white and a blue, and also adding some water to kind of make it very light. So here I am mixing some more blue for the next canvas. Guys, this was such an easy DIY. It does take time, but if you have an ounce of artistry in your bones, this will work out well. Okay, so the bottom portion I just kind of created like use black and white to create a gray. Initially it came out a lot darker than I wanted to, so I definitely went back in and added some white and some water to kind of mute that down a little bit. And this is what it looks like after I did that. And I really like how it turned out. Looks really good. Alright, so now I'm actually going in to create the branch of the cherry blossom tree. And so if you guys can see, I'm trying to use the full canvas to make sure I'm utilizing the full canvas, and I'm thickening the branch basically so it looks realistic. And here I am going in with some white to kind of create some shadow and some shade to hopefully make it look realistic as well. Guys, please, I am not a painter. I really don't consider myself a painter. Any art that I do it because I just kind of enjoy it. I guess if I practice, I could become really good at it, but I just enjoy doing these DIYs for now.
So basically, guys, brown is the next paint. And now I'm actually going in to create the flowers. If you look at the original tutorial that I used to guide me to create this painting, she was saying how you should just not make the flowers uniform. Make sure that they look different. I mean, because it's natural based on what you look at any versions. And of course, no flowers are uniform. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just going in and kind of creating some flowers. And guys, I did realize very quickly that my flowers are not showing up on the blue. So in hindsight, I may go back in, or if you guys are thinking about doing something similar, kind of create a darker, if you can, background. It'll kind of help make the flowers pop a little bit more. But it still turned out well, but just kind of, if that's something that you're concerned about, I probably would have made it just a little bit darker. But still, in the end, it all goes with my home decor, so I'm happy. Alright, so the next step is, after I create these, is to take some red and white, and just very little red and a lot of white will create some pink for you. And so I'm basically just going in and outlining the flowers that I originally did in the white to bring in that cherry blossom color. I am doing 2 paintings at the same time. Fun. And some of these are buds, guys. The ones that are not full, those are just little buds. Okay guys, so this is kind of what it looks like midway. Of course, I continue to add some more pink just to kind of make those pop, but that's just where it looked, or where it was at the time. And here is where I'm going in, and I took some Q-tips and I dipped them in red paint, and I went in to add the middle part of the flower. Guys, this really made it pop, and it really kind of tied in and made it look like a flower. And here's what it looks like so far. Oh guys, these frames, got them from Facebook Marketplace. These frames are $19.99 in Ikea store. I found a lady who was selling them each for about $4 cheaper. I ended up negotiating, got them for 10 a piece, so I got them 2 for the price of 1, for the full price that it would have been sold at Ikea. So always make sure that you are checking different places. Facebook Marketplace I really like. So here's the finished product, guys. I really love how it turned out. It looks so good on my wall. I can't wait to show you how everything looks in my living room. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. I can't wait to show you so many more projects to come. See you soon.